In today's fast-paced world, everything seems to change, minute by minute. In today's fast-paced world, it is as if there is no time to celebrate and no time to grieve. It is as if one event automatically places another event instantly without people having a chance to adjust or accommodate to what has occurred to them. As the world moves and moves so quickly, there is not time to absorb the reality, and people seem to become more and more immune to the events that are occurring around them. They become more complacent about those things which just a few decades ago would have made them feel at the very depths of their soul heart-wrenching agony or ecstatic ecstasy and joy. Why is it that this has occurred? It is part of the new age of communications. It is part of the new ability to see all of the world and to see it instantly. But this has also flooded the senses of people throughout all of the world with more and more information, more and more celebrations, and because it sells well in the news, more and more dire events. If you saw a child starving 50 years ago, it would have touched the very depths of your soul. But now, anytime you go on to the television or the internet, you see children with their bones sticking out of their body. You see adults wasting away. If you saw people being killed 50 years ago, you would have thought of genocide. You would have thought of the terrible agony of the families that would be touched. But now you see this violence day in and day out. You see it because there are murders televised constantly. You see it because there is military aggression and there are military coups, and these are televised and put on the internet, and people constantly are bombarded with this, with the change of this. It all comes in and the senses are just overwhelmed. But when the senses are overwhelmed, they begin to shut down. It is just as if you experience pain from an extreme injury. You will feel that pain immediately, but your body stops feeling that pain so you can function. So it is with your mind when you see all of these things that would have set you into great agony and would have cast sorrow over your soul, you become numb. Yes, humanity is becoming numb because humanity sees so much so fast, so often, and news agencies do not help this by showing the same thing again and again and again in a repetition that actually numbs those who follow the news. And of course, who would follow the news more than those who think they are going to be in touch with reality? And that would then be those who are making the laws, those who should care, but they see so much terrible things occurring, so many things occurring in such a short period of time that they too become numb, and thus your legislature does not give you that which is needed because they are numb to that which is needed, just as are you. It is a sad and unfortunate thing. So between all of the extreme events, and between the hurricanes and the earthquakes, between the shootings and the bombings and the wars, between the governmental threats, we beg you, we encourage you, take time Take time to meditate, take time to pray. Step back from the information that you are receiving so you can see with a fresh eye, so you can see with a fresh mind, and so you can be at one with the divine, for you have become divided from, separated from, distant from the God that surrounds you, that embraces you, that engulfs you. Take time to be at one. Yes, there will be things that will touch your soul, and yes, there will be pain. But only if you take this time can you also feel the ecstasy and joy of realizing the divine. We leave you with blessings and with peace. Peace be with you.